When we think about school law and the 21st century teacher, we have to understand what role law and the governance of schools plays in the way we educate. On this particular slide, there's a meme with a graduate sitting on top of books. The purpose of school is institutional. It's run by state governments. Schools are comprised of elements or features or characters, institutions, I call them. So, school is a social institution. It's how we teach citizens to socialize within the public context. School is also a political institution because it will shape a society on the based upon the quality of its schools. Also, schools are financial institutions. When you look at the urban public schools who generate the majority of their revenue from property taxes, you can have a school like Columbus, Ohio, that has a yearly budget of $1.3 billion, or you could have a school like a system like Toledo that may have a budget of close to a $500 million dollars. So schools are financial enterprises. We allocate resources for the education of students. And finally, schools are educational institutions. Now, we have to understand that when we talk about educational institutions, there are degrees of educational effectiveness. And so, even though it doesn't relate to school law, but it does relate to school law, is that students are entitled to receive high quality education. And it becomes an issue for many educators and many politicians and many activists when schooling in one domain, like an urban domain, and schools in suburban domains look very different. Chemistry classes are chemistry classes with state directed curriculum, but it may look very different depending on where you are. Prepare for the next slide.